Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Please let me know. That's a good start. Should be good to go. All right. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing today? You guys ready for another stream? Let's go. So, give me a second. My cord is like 5 feet long. It's kind of in the way. All right, guys. Hi. Welcome to the stream. We are going to be drawing again. I did ask on Discord whether you would rather me animate or draw again, and drawing won. So you guys will not be able to see me make the 5K sub special on stream any longer because I have officially finished coloring it as of today off stream. It took 3 weeks for me to make that thing, maybe three and a half weeks. So I just need to edit it. It's a huge file, so my computer was struggling. Luckily, I exported the raw, so luckily the raw export was good. But now I just got to edit it, put some stuff on it, and it should be good to go. And once I hit 5K, that'll be that week's Friday. I will always post on Fridays. I won't post in advance of that. So the week I hit 5K, expect that video. I think it's fun. I didn't shade it. It was such a big file. My computer was so slow. So there's no shading, but I don't care. It's animation. Who cares about shading? So I hope you guys will like it. I had fun with it. It's just like a little original thing. If you saw me work on it on stream, you may be aware of what kind of is going on. It's just a little fun animation with my characters for you guys to say thank you for 5K, which we're so close to. It's crazy. That number keeps going up every day. It's kind of terrifying. So this week we'll be drawing this Danganronpa thing again. I'm on the coloring part. And we should probably finish the base colors today, for sure. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters left to go, including Monokuma, and he'll be easy to color. So, I'm very excited to do that. So if you are new here and haven't joined a stream before, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome as well. If you're new, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to work on this drawing. I've been only doing it on stream. I haven't touched it off stream. And as I work on it, you guys can ask me questions. You can chat. Whatever you want to talk about, I'll talk about. And okay, with that, I'm going to get started. And I'm just going to start off by asking, how are you guys doing this week? How are your weeks going? And anything new going on with you guys? Let me know. Let's go. The Dimensional Traveler says that their school got cyber attacked. Oh, jeez. Well, I hope they fix their security. That's so funny. Interesting, you attack a school, not a company. I guess schools don't really have the best security. I know companies have amazing security. The amount of hoops you have to go through when you work for a company, let me tell you, just to log into your computer. It's crazy. Um, oh, you guys are all having bad weeks. I'm sorry. This week was very stressful. And then Saturday happened and it was less stressful. So things 2020 is almost over. So I can't wait for that to happen. Good things coming in 2020 in 2021, I hope. It looks that way. So, at least here in the US, at least. So, only hope best for the future. I like her colors. Her colors came out great. Yeah. So, since everyone's weeks weren't the best, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Please ask a question or whatever it is you want to talk about. Let me know. Oh, Yandere Skitty, you're sorry you have been having rough times. Work, I agree, work is stressful. I just got more, I mean, I'm glad I'm getting more hours because I need money, but I was just given more classes that I'm teaching, so that means more hours. Uh, so it's a bit stressful to have more hours, but I need money really badly, so I'll take it no matter how stressed I am. I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but maybe we can make it better for you by chilling out here and drawing. Just take some chill time to draw. Why not, right? Oh, and if you guys are drawing stuff, what are you guys working on right now? I would love to know what you're making. I always ask, because I want to know what you guys are doing. I'm always interested in what you guys are doing while I draw. The whole point of this stream is to kind of chill with me and create stuff at the same time as me. So we can kind of hang out and draw together. Alright, sorry, I got a little distracted by drawing. I will read what you guys have said. Give me a minute, guys. This is common for me. I get a little too into it, and then I forget where I am. uh, what are people doing? Playing video games? Sick. Making icons for videos? Also sick. So Yandere Skitty, you're doing good. You got a slump, but you know what? You can get through it. I believe in you. And yes, work is important because money. I know. I think Dead Boy asked what it's like to work. If you have a job you like, it's fun, but it can drain you. But you need money. Yeah, money's important. Can't survive without it. Paying for rent and utilities and food. What else? What are other people's doing? Dead Boy drew Deku as a magical girl. That's great. I love that. Whoa, a Jeff the Killer OC. Whoa. I didn't realize that was a thing. Interesting. Alright. I'm learning something new today. Is Jeff the Wait. Jeff the Killer is a creepypasta. How do you make an OC for one story? His story, I'm confused. Yandere Skid, you're going to have to explain, because I know what Jeff the Killer is, but I don't understand how you can make, like, a character for Jeff the Killer, because it's just one story, right? I'm not crazy. Like, I know creepypasta. I like horror. Like, okay, please explain, Yandere, because I'm confused. Burn Veggie drew Danny DeVito's Anime Girl. I approve of that quite greatly. Everyone's talking about cool stuff. A Quokka. Somebody's saying that somebody should draw a Quokka. Please do. They are so cute. Quokkas are adorable. Sick. All right. Keep talking, guys. If anyone asks a question at some point, please do. Art related, preferably, or just you can ask whatever question you want to ask. I do not care, as long as I can answer it. Oh, and Yandere Skinny made an AU world off Jeff the Killer. Interesting. That takes deep. That's taking it deep, because I know it's just like a single story. Very interesting. I guess, if you like something, you're gonna use it. I mean, good on you, I guess. For some reason, those pom-pom color looks odd. Alright, I think she's done. Wow. So she was very easy to color. Next. Alright. Isabel says that she likes my style. Thank you, Isabel. I have, come a long way with my art style. It still changes, but, my sketch, so this week's video, so, tomorrow's video is just it's a speed paint. I needed a buffer week because I am currently working on those sketchbook videos, and those are taking me a while to put together. So this week's video is just a speed paint of one of my mini drawings I have made. I have a couple speed paints I have lined up that I just save for when I need to put a buffer between videos. So that will be this week. So get ready for that. I don't remember which drawing it is. I think it's something about my D&D campaign, if I remember. And then the week after that, we're going to start my college sketchbook tour. So you guys are going to see, you'll get to see the tour of my college sketchbooks, and that's going to really start, showing off my art as it progresses. And I'm very excited for those to come out. 2 are finished editing. I still got 2 more to finish editing. I'm working on 2 more, and I still got to edit the 5K video. So there may be a break at some point where the 5K special comes out. But the sketchbook videos, I know people really wanted to see those, so I'm excited to show them to you guys. The ones I have right now are only my college years. I have to go through like high school and middle school. I'm gonna do another series where I go through high school and then I go through middle school. But all of those sketchbooks aren't really in books. They're kind of just in scattered papers. So I'm gonna have to like organize it before I can film those. But that'll happen for sure. And I got some other things. I want to do more of those like tip videos I did. Like last week's video was the 5 tips on drawing. I want to do more of those videos that are just more straight educational. Did you guys? I should ask before I answer another question. Um, did you watch my 5 drawing tips video? And did anybody try any of those things? And did you enjoy that video? Because I want to make more of it. Just very quick, like little things you can do to just improve in general. And I'm gonna be making it on different subjects, not just drawing. But I want to know if you guys like it. And then I will look at the questions. I saw a lot of messages coming in, and I will answer the questions after that. So yes, please let me know your thoughts on that video, for sure. And also another question: what are some like general topics you would want to get some tips on in the vein of that video? I want to do things like animation and like line art tips or coloring tips, things like that. But if you have any like specifics you would like to get a couple tips on that you think I should do a video on, please let me know. And it will be in that list style video where I show myself doing the things, just like that last video was. Um, a lot of people say they didn't watch it. Well, you guys should watch it. I tried something new, and I do know from the comments people were very they liked it, so that helped. They were like, oh, I'm gonna try some of this. So good to know. Good to know people were trying it. Because you know, even though I do a lot of cartoony stuff, I want to give art tips about everything because I'm an art teacher who focuses on digital, like that's my main focus, but I also teach other things, and digital art includes learning a bunch of other stuff too, for sure. And by the way, I may take a screenshot of this chat, guys, so I can remember some of the things you want tips on. Okay, let me take a second. I'm kind of just really drawing. Let me take a second to read some chat stuff, guys. For sure. Oop. After I draw this diamond. Sir Wolf, hello Wolf, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to stream. Thank you for boosting our Discord this morning. I saw that. I was like, oh, I don't know what it does, but we got that now. So thanks for that. It'll do something, I guess. I really just use Discord like a texting app, honestly. I don't really know what else it really does. But I know there's a lot of cool features on Discord. I'm like an old man, okay? An old lady when it comes to some of these things, okay? Um, all right. This pattern is taking me really long. Oh, bye, dead boy. Well, if you come back, then you'll be here. So hopefully, maybe you'll come back. All right, now I will read chat. All right, I gotta scroll up. So first, I asked if you watched the video. Oh, I see a question. I will get that. People watched. Some people watched it. Okay. Someone got distracted. That's funny. All right, tips. Coloring. Yep, I'll do a coloring tip for sure. Lighting tips. That would be another one. Then I see there backgrounds. Sick. I can do that. I am a background avoider, so I can give tips that has helped me stop avoiding backgrounds that I think a lot of you may like. Because I'm sure you all are like me, where you just don't want to draw backgrounds. But recently I've been forcing myself to draw backgrounds more. It just makes things more interesting to have a full scene. So yeah, a lot of colored things. I see more background things. Design tips. Okay, interesting. I would suggest if you want design tips, check out my critiquing your OCs videos where I break apart your guys' OCs, which I need to make another one of those. I need more. I'm waiting for a little more submissions to come in for that because I need more females. It's going to be female only because the last video I accidentally did males only. So I'm just waiting for me to get a good amount of OCs in before I do that. But I will be doing that again, the third of that. But I'd suggest if you want some design tips, watch those because it's hard to give tips about design without knowing a starting point. So I break apart people's characters in that. So totally suggest looking at that. They're kind of long, but people like them. So posing. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I love posing. Oh, you like the design of yeah, Lifu's cool. What else? Okay, I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna screenshot that real quick, guys, so I can remember. What was it? Colors, backgrounds, lighting. And then somebody asked a question that I will get to. All right, I screenshotted it. I can use technology. All right, there we go. Saved it. Okay, now I can get back to work. Anyway, yeah, if you guys have never submitted for my critiquing your OCs videos and you want to, and you have a female character, you can join my Discord and send it there. Or I had somebody DM me on Instagram. You're welcome to do that. If you want to DM me on Instagram, you can do that. That is linked in the description, my Insta. Send me your image there if that works easier for you. Or Twitter. You can DM me on Twitter too. Either or with, your information. If you have a female first. I will take males too, but that won't be in the next video. So if you have a female character, please, I need some. There will be 5 per video. And so if I've critiqued a character in the past of yours, then you can't submit it anymore. Okay? Only 1 per person. I just want it to be fair because I keep getting a lot of submissions and I don't want it to seem like I'm biased towards 1 person. Yeah, so you can submit a lot, but don't expect I'll pick 1. That's my point, is if you submit more than 1 character, I will only pick 1. But you can submit as many as you want, for sure. But yeah, I want to make that video. I don't know when that'll come out. I have to figure that out. I have to do it. And yeah, so those videos are fun. I know people like those for sure. Anyway, there was a question. There's a lot going on right now on chat. Hold on. There's somebody asked a question. Where was that question? Oh no. Okay, hold on. Isabella asked a question. Isabella, I'm so sorry it took me so long. Isabella asked, "What fandoms do I like drawing fan art for?" Okay. Fire Emblem. I love drawing Fire Emblem, especially Fire Emblem Heroes because there's so many outfits, and I'm down for it. Currently, I'm really into Genshin, so I've just been drawing a lot of Genshin. I was drawing characters that I wanted to scout and then would never scout them. Like I drew Venti and I didn't get him, and I drew Shishi and I didn't get her. Still close. I'm going for Shishi now. And currently, Child's my favorite character, so I was like, I should draw him so I can imagine him into existence. And then I didn't draw him yet, but I scouted him on my very first scout. So I still want to draw him because I love him. But I was like, so I just don't draw the character, and that gives me the luck to get the character. I see how it is. So I guess I have to like delete my Shishi and Venti drawings at this point. Yeah, I'm very happy I got Child. I need to level him up. He's so good. I'm very excited. But Fire Emblem, yes, for sure. I draw some Hero Academia sometimes. I'm not like it depends on like I have fun with it, but it's not my go-to. Like my go-to is Fire Emblem for fan art. So is Pokemon. I draw a lot of Pokemon too. That was the word I was looking for. I love Pokemon. Yeah, you should check out my Instagram because be wary. I haven't posted in a couple days, but my Huevember, which is more like the Hue year because it's gonna go on for a while. I'm doing Pokemon drawings. So far I've only made 6. I know it's the 10th or something like that. I know I'm behind. I don't really care. But they're like full illustrations, so I'm taking my time with them. But yeah, Pokemon, Fire Emblem. That's it. I don't know what else I like. Sometimes I draw Hero Aka, but Love Live I like to draw. I like to draw the outfits in Love Live. Things that have fun outfits, I'm down because I don't give my own characters fun outfits because I don't do that. So those are my fandoms I draw. Those are also my main fandoms I'm in. So I hope that was a good answer for you. Let me know what fandoms you like to draw for. I would like to know. At least that's my current. I mean, I've had phases. Like, I drew a lot of Haikyuu at some points. Voltron, drew a lot of that at one point. Homestuck, I drew a lot of Homestuck when I was a Homestuck. Yeah. But currently, Fire Emblem and Pokemon are my go-tos. And some Genshin. Also, since I sell at conventions, I sell at like artist alleys at conventions. You have to kind of draw what's popular. Luckily for me, Nintendo games are always popular, so I have my Pokemon stuff will like never go out, and because Three Houses came out, people really like Fire Emblem again. So I'm not alone in Fire Emblem love. So I know those will always sell, but you also have to stay up to date with what's popular. So whenever cons open, we'll see. I'm supposed to go to Anime Boston this year, but we'll see if it happens because of the way the world's going to be in 2021. So if it happens, I'm going to have to draw some newer stuff Like I have some Pokemon and Kirby and Fire Emblem, and some Hero Academia. Hero Academia is never gonna go out of fashion for a while. Um, but yeah, keeping up with the popular stuff. That's what also gets you the notice, the likes on the internet. If you draw what's popular, you'll get the likes. If I draw anything Hero Academia, it gets hundreds more of likes compared to anything else I draw. I don't get it. So there you go. All right. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit, see what people were talking about. Abby the Pan says that they love my work and they inspire me. Oh, thanks, Abby. I'm glad I can inspire you. Yoga says, I'm happy that the Discord server is nice, friendly, and not toxic. Oh, yeah, me too. I mean, I don't really go into Discord servers, like, outside of my own. I'm like, if I'm in one, I've muted it immediately. But, I mean, there's a rule that says you can't vent, and I think venting is where the toxicity starts, because that's not what the server's for. The server's for art, so only art, okay? So I know people like to just yell at each other in servers. I've heard horror stories, and that's not allowed. It's a supportive little. It's like a virtual classroom, you know. Yeah, if you're not in the Discord, please join. It's a great place. And if you ever need help on anything, everyone is always so nice and willing to help. And if something does happen where somebody gets out of line, we are very quick to stop it. So don't worry. All us admins are actual adults. There is no teenagers who are admins. So I did that on purpose. If I may need more admins actually coming up, we're getting very big. However, if you are under the age of 18, I will not allow you to be an admin. Sorry. Adults only, please. There's a reason for that, and I think that's why a lot of servers are toxic, is because of them not doing that. Yeah, if you don't have a Discord, and you want to submit OCs, you can do so again on my social media accounts if you want to DM me. And you can submit more than one. Please keep your things to a minimum, though, your text to what's important. Mystic Girl, hello, welcome. Welcome to stream. Okay, what's going on? How can we join the Discord? It's linked in the description of this video. Yeah, you can do that there. Everything is always linked in the description. Hold on, I gotta get my charger. Okay. What else? Con drawing. Yes, I love con. I miss cons. Did I freeze? Hello? I hope I didn't freeze. My playback is frozen. Did I freeze, guys? I don't know what's going on. Or am I just that slow? Let me... Oh, so many people are showing up. Oh, no, wait. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Is this the YouTube being down thing? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, I'm good? My playback is frozen. So I'm just gonna ignore that and pretend nothing is happening. Anyway, I was talking about conventions. Give me a second. Just lagging. Oh god. The screen is frozen? Okay, the screen's frozen for me too. I know YouTube has had issues the last couple days, so I don't know if that's part of this issue. Let's see. As long as you get, I guess, if you can see me and see my screen. Jeez, this is weird. It's not my Wi-Fi, is it? I mean, my Wi-Fi is terrible in general, but sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me just like quit some other open applications. Give me a second, guys. Sometimes if I just quit everything but Photoshop, it helps. Anyway, if you can still hear me at least, I guess I'll keep talking. Okay, I've quit a bunch of stuff. I was talking about cons. Yeah, they're fun. Depending on how big it is, you know, it depends how much money I make. But I liked cons are where I got all my commission work. People love to commission you when you table at a con, and I made some fun stuff. Somebody commissioned me to draw Chucky, and I think that was my favorite commission. Like the doll Chucky. I was like, very happy with that. I was like, I mean, yes, I will definitely draw you Chucky. I will never say no to that. A plus. I also another commission I really liked was somebody commissioned a ship art from Fire Emblem Three Houses. A plus. I agreed with the ship. Good job. Although Fire Emblem's the type of game that everyone can date everyone, so it's like everyone's shippable. Anyway, good. Yeah, cons are fun. I hope cons can happen again. I don't know. We'll see. Anime Boston last year I was supposed to table, and then COVID happened, so it didn't happen. And then we got automatic table for next year. So because it got canceled, we get a table next year. We don't have to do lotto. But we don't know if Anime Boston's gonna even happen this year. So I hope. I have so much stuff I need to sell. So like if you guys want merch, my store link is in the description of this video. So like if you want to buy something, please help me out. Got a lot of merch to get rid of. I'd love for that to happen. All right, I'm gonna check back now into the chat because I think my lag is kind of stopped as much as it was. At least it's not as bad as it was. So let's see what else people are saying. Oh, Wolf is sewing. So long, Wolf. I will talk to you later, probably. Oh, Yogo's also heading out. All right. Well, so long. You know, if you guys come back and maybe we'll be here. I don't know. Hopefully. Bye-bye. Hold on. There were some other things. Let's see what else is going on. Monica, hello, welcome to the stream. You wanted to know what I'm drawing. I'm making this kind of fake poster of the Danganronpa OCs that I redesigned in some recent videos. And it's like a fake, like, if it's like a fake movie poster, like a fake game poster, with all the characters. So I'm drawing all the characters. And he has a scar, and I forgot to give it to him. Of course I did. Hold on. I am smart. Where is it? It's like across his face, like here. Yogo. Oh, you're gone, Yogo, but I will answer your question. What grade do I teach? I do after school classes, so it's a variety of ages, mainly high school and middle school. That's my main, like, teens. It's called teen class. It's the teen classes. So middle and high schoolers are together. Um, Mainly that. I do also. I teach one kid. No, I teach a few kids classes. Also digital. Some like painting kind of stuff too. Mainly digital is my thing though. And then like digital art classes, which includes like everything. So it's not just drawing; it's also like animating and video editing and photography and illustration and sound and all of the things that involve a computer are included in the things I teach, which means I need to know how to do all those things so I can tell kids how to do it too. So my animation degree did something. It taught me all the ways to make things on a computer because you kind of need all that stuff to do animation. So that was something helpful. So I know all these programs. So yeah, that's what I teach. What else? Ba, ba, ba. Somebody else has a question. Gabby Draws says, "What's the OC that had the most change?" Good question. I don't know. Most of my OCs, when I redesign them, have stuck very close to the original. They've just kind of like been modified to look better. Just because when I first designed, especially when I was in middle school, when I first designed a lot of my characters, I didn't know how to draw at all. So, what I did know how to draw was like very wrong. You could tell like a lot of stuff was just off. So when I do a lot of my redesigns, I stick similar enough to the original concept because I obviously had a vision of something I wanted when I was that young and making the characters. I had just no capability of putting it to paper because I didn't really know how to draw yet. So most of my redesigns are similar-ish to the original, but they've just been modified to either have better color theory, or the outfits make more sense, or their hair isn't like a crazy anime mess where like it's just kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh hair. That's mainly a lot of what my redesigning has been. Yeah. And a lot of my current OCs that I focus on, I guess you could say, I think the biggest change might be my aliens. Actually, I drew this. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up. One of my drawings for September was the original versus the now. For these OCs, and if you've seen my September video or you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen these characters. But there's one. Give me a second, guys. There's one drawing. This is gonna be okay. Here's this drawing. So these are. This is the now, and this is the original designs, and they're opposite each other of what they used to look like versus now. And this one I designed in high school. This I redesigned them in college for a project where we had to make a pitch for a fake TV show. And this is where I got, after doing a lot of research for like into styling and into character design on like current modern cartoons, and I did a lot of stuff with modern cartoons. So that's where I got now. And you can tell it's a large difference between then and now. And the old designs, they were supposed to be aliens. And Aaron, the main character, Aaron, the boy, he was supposed to be the only human, and everyone else was an alien. But as you can see, they all just look like humans except for the girl who is a cat. You know, they're just humans. And my redesigns are much more alien, and my outfit design is way better too. Uh, so I designed them when I was in 11th grade, so I was 17, and then this I redesigned when I was 21. So 17 years old versus 21 years old, I think, can show you a bit of a difference. And so I think those are my biggest changes, just because the art style was different too. I don't draw them anime anymore, like in my anime style. I only draw them as the cartoon style. They don't fit my anime style because that's not what they are. And back when I first made them, all I drew was anime. So I originally designed them in anime form, but now they're not that. So whenever I do my sketchbook tours of my high school stuff, you'll probably see a bunch of stuff of these characters. So get ready for that. Yeah, there you go. That's my most changed characters, I guess. Mostly everyone else has just gotten like outfit upgrades and hair upgrades. Like the hairstyles make sense. Hairstyles were just like, you could tell it's like just straight out of Yu-Gi-Oh or something, where the hair was a goddamn mess. Okay. Anyway, was there anything else people wanted to know? Okay. Yandere Skitty wants to know how long have I been into art. Well, that's like a very I think that question. I think I know what you're getting at, but I think the wording makes it confusing because if you think about it, every single person is into art from a young age. When you're a child, you do arts and crafts with your parents, right? Like that's a thing. You do it in school, in kindergarten. You know, you do arts and crafts for fun. You doodle when you're a little kid. But when you say, I think you're asking when did I start to like focus on art as like being a career? That's a whole different thing, which I think is what you're getting at. As in taking it more seriously past like just being a kid who draws a lot. Because I'm sure all of you can say, oh, I started drawing when I was 6. Because, yeah, you probably did start drawing when you were 6. But I don't count that as taking it seriously. As in, I want to refine this as a craft that I'm good at, and like I want to learn and take it seriously. That's a different thing. For that question, it was when I was, I guess, I started to draw anime when I was 13, and I got into anime, and I tried to mimic what I was looking at, and I tried to make my own stories, my own comics, and then I started to be like, oh, I should probably learn more when I hit high school. All of my middle school, I just kind of drew for funsies, and I was like making stuff without actually learning anything about art and just making to make, but I wasn't like looking up tutorials or things like that, or like I didn't use references. I didn't do that. But then in high school, I started being like, okay, I'm drawing so much, I should probably learn more. And I took classes that helped me learn. There wasn't nowadays you can watch like five YouTube videos and you've probably mastered art. But back when I was in high school, that wasn't a thing. You had to take physical classes. Like YouTube videos aren't what they are nowadays when it comes to art education. Now it's so easy to learn about anything art related online for free, but I had to take classes. So I would say I was about 15 when I was like, all right, I should probably take this seriously because I'm enjoying it as a hobby and I'm not really good at anything else and spending so much time on it. Let's go serious. So yeah, 15 probably. and now I'm almost 25, so it's almost 10 years now since I've started to draw. Like, seriously. I hope that answered your question. There's another one. Brenna Doxy says, I'm a newbie to digital art. Do you have any tips, or anyone have tips? Yes, some people were giving tips about layers, which is great. Yes, layers are beautiful. I would say, use your layers and use things like the move tool and the transform tool and liquify, and things like that, to help move things around and make things happen easier for yourself. You know, the tools are there. Don't be afraid to just use them and play around a bit. Just press a lot of buttons and see what happens. Yeah. That's my tips for digital. Press the buttons. Something's gonna happen. Otherwise, you could just use a piece of paper, you know? If you're gonna go digital, use what digital has to offer. Amber's here! Hi, Amber! Everyone say hi to Amber! Oh yeah, Amber, you weren't here. I told you about it afterwards. That I promoted your Twitter last stream. I know you weren't here anymore when I did that, but I thought I would tell you again. Amber's great. She's in a lot of my videos. Hopefully another one coming soon that she'll be in, because I want to do another video with my friends. If you guys have seen my Draw with Friends videos, which Amber has been in the most Draw with Friends videos. She was in the Danganronpa Draw with Friends. She was in the Cookie Run Draw with Friends. She's in the Ace Attorney Draw with Friends. I think Amber holds the most cameos on my channel when it comes to my friends who have been in videos with me. Do you have any tips for burnout? Yeah, just don't draw. That's my tip is don't force yourself to draw. Take a break, go watch a movie, go watch a show, go play a video game, do something else. And that will get you inspired. It'll go for a hike. I don't know, do anything else but draw. Do literally anything else. Play some music. I don't know, whatever else you like to do. Go do it. Don't draw. Don't force yourself to draw when you can't, because you need to take in some inspiration from the world around you, and then something will click. And you'll just suddenly be like, oh, I got an idea, and then you'll draw it. Don't ever force it, or else you will never make anything good. Let the inspiration happen as you just live your life. So yeah, if you're feeling burnout, just stop drawing. Take a break. Go do something else for a couple days. That's it. That's my advice. Okay. He's got stubble. Anybody else want to ask any questions? Please do. I will answer them. Oh man, there's a lot of questions at the same time. Okay, you guys gotta give me a minute. I'm gonna have to go through these. That is a loaded question. Okay, let me give me a second. I just finished Najak, so let me close him. Go to Taiga. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can keep asking. If you have a question, keep asking them. Let me just. I'll get to them one at a time. You're just gonna have to give me a second. I tend to go on for a long time when I answer questions too, so I make it a little. Oof, he had a very long hand that I have fixed. Perfecto. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna break questions down from quickest to answer to longest to answer. So I'll start with quickest. What do I use to edit my videos? Adobe Premiere. All right, next. uh, Sadclown says, I don't have a question, but I like how unique your art style is. Thank you, Sadclown. I appreciate that. Why be the same as everyone else? Am I right? What if Mystic Girl says, what's my favorite character of my Danganronpa OCs? Design wise, I don't know. I think I like the florist design a lot, and the pirate girl's design a lot. In general, as favorite character, I don't know. I liked. If I remember a little bit about their personalities, I think cheerleader girl was pretty fun. She's very much like what's her face, the dancer girl from the second game. I forget her name, but she's just like that girl. There's something very funny about that personality. Um, but the main character too, definitely he's a type of character I like. But yeah, there's your answer. I don't know. Yeah, I have no connection to these characters honestly, so I can't really say much past that. What else? Okay, I guess this one. Who was my very first OC? I can't. It's hard to describe this. I used to when I got. I don't know if it was when I got right into anime. Before I started to like literally draw anime for reals, I made these like tiny comics for myself, and the characters were stick figures. I just drew stick figures, and then they had like little parts that indicated who was who, and those were my very first characters. And I made them when I was probably 11 or 12. And they were like a comic, and I'm pretty sure the main character was a vampire, so some vampire dude. It was like vampires and werewolves. I think Twilight was really big at the time in my life, which is why they were vampires and werewolves. So that was my very first OC, but it was literally a stick figure with like fangs on his teeth, and that made him a vampire. That was very creative. Okay. All right. And Amber is calling me out. Hiyoko, thank you, Amber. That's the name of the dancer girl. I forgot her name. Look, I try. I'm very bad at names, okay? I'm very bad at names. There was another question that may take a while to answer. Hold on. Flamestar wants to know, how do I go about writing a story? Well, usually it starts with an idea of, at least personally, I don't start with story, I start with characters. I'm like, I draw a character and I want to build a world around the character where they live. So, for example, I'll use my like fantasy world characters, Zahir and Namira, who you may have seen around. Um, and once I just like for those characters, I was watching a movie in one of my classes in college, my black and white film history class. We were watching Battleship Potemkin, and I fell asleep. And I woke up, and they were on the scene where the baby carriage falls down the staircase, and that's like the end of the movie, so that can tell you how long I was asleep for. Uh, I then had an epiphany of a character with a backstory where they were like an orphan in that sense, where they're like, oh, what if they got separated and yada yada, and then I created Zahir, and because I was very into Fire Emblem, I took a lot of inspiration from Fire Emblem clothing designs for those characters. And then I built Namira because I was like, well, he needs a friend. And I was like, oh, what if she's like an elf, not a human? And then that's how I came up with it. I was like, what if she's like in hiding? Like she's an elf who's like running away, so she can't show she's an elf. So then that's where that came from. And it went through a lot of stuff. Like there was one time where Zahir had magic powers. And I scrapped that. He does not have magic powers anymore. Magic does not exist in this world anymore. So there was a time when magic existed in the world, and then I was like, that's too much. I don't need magic. They can just fight with swords. So I did that. I changed it. Now they all fight with weapons instead of any magic existing. But the backstory kind of stuck. He's not really. He's still an orphan. That's where it started, and that's how from there it grew. And then I was just slowly added stuff to his backstory, and as I added to his backstory, it grew a world, and now there's like a gang that's secretly controlling the government of the world they live in, and the whole plot is to stop the gang because they took his mentor from him. It's like this whole thing, and if you watch one of my animatics, my OC animatic about When I Was an Island, that's the name of it. My When I Was an Island OC animatic. If you watch that, it actually tells you Zahir's story, without saying any words straight up. So there's that. Oh, Amber, eat your dinner. You're eating dinner at 5 o'clock, Amber? I mean, look, I remember I told you when we lived together that you are an old lady, but this is too much. 5 o'clock? Amber! Dinner at 5 o'clock. All right, sure, you do that. Okay. Anyway, to write stories, I start with a character and I slowly build the plot around a character that I've created, and the world just kind of is built as I go. That's how I do it now. Back in the day, I used to, like, when I wrote, I would just write this crazy story and I would add 50 characters and like a million plot points, and there was no point to the story after that. But yeah, that's me. I just start with characters I've designed and try to build a world around them. Technically, my world that Zahir and Namira live in isn't finished because I haven't really made plot points. But like the land itself, I've kind of fleshed out at this point. Like I know where things are. Yeah. That's how I design things. I don't know. Does anybody do something different when they come up with a story? Let me know. What do you do when you come up with a story? I'm very character centric usually in my stories, so that's why I usually start with a character and then the world is formed around them as I come up with their plots. Yeah, that's me. Because most of the plot of the story of Zahir and Namira revolves around Zahir. Like his story is the story of the world, like that they follow. So, that's why it is that way. Because he's the main character for a reason. He's kind of important. Oh, he's supposed to have short sleeves? Uh-oh, guys, I have to redraw this whole arm. Guys, I've messed up. Uh-oh. Okay. Everyone's telling me there are times they eat. Okay, someone says 5 to 7. Okay, 5 o'clock is a very different time than 7 o'clock. I eat dinner at 7 o'clock. That's normal. 7, 6:37, that's normal. 5 o'clock means you've started cooking at like 4. Okay, so you could eat at 5. All right, that is early. All right, very, very early. That's like grandma early. 6 and 7 is normal. There's a very large difference between those times. But yeah, let me know how you guys make plots. Where do you start? What's your how do you go about it? I can't believe I gave him short sleeves. Okay, and he has to have like band-aids on. Guys, I've goofed. I feel like I have goofed myself so hard right now, guys. I have to figure out how to draw short sleeves right now. No sketch. Let's go. The guessing game. Does it look right? Who knows? Who cares? Too deep at this point. Okay, it's good enough. I can't believe I gave him the wrong sleeve length. Ah! Y'all, I've messed up. I have done goofed. Oop. And I oop. Alright. Now that I have fixed my hard mistake, I can finally look at what you guys have been saying about stories. I like to torture myself sometimes, man. I just like the pain, I guess. The pain that I'm in. Suffering is real. Hold on. What color are his pants? Black. Every single one of these characters have black pants. What the heck is going on? I feel like he'd wear, like, if he wears black pants, they would specifically be those, like, sports, like, the sweatpants with the stripes on the side, the sports sweatpants. So I'm probably just going to give him those pants. So he can be a little unique. Ines, I goofed you. All right, let's see. What were people saying? Wow, I miss a lot. Geez. Elfie Uwu, hello. I'm glad you found my videos. I hope you like it here. um, most people are saying they do what I do. Cool. Come up with they come up with characters and then they build a plot around those characters. Sick. Some sad clown says that they start with concepts you like. I like that. That's a good starting point. Ugh. I can speak today. Starting point. Let's see. Lilac. Most of the stories I have made started at some overused or known trope, and then they change until it's completely different. Nice. I like that. You know, it's not. There's a reason tropes are tropes, and there's a reason they're used so often. Is because they work. So there's nothing wrong with starting at something you're familiar with. Totally acceptable. Yep, Alfie Ooh also says they start with the character and then they build stuff around them. Yep, that's what I do. Nice. That character doesn't end up the main one though. That's interesting. I usually whenever I make a main character, that's it. They are the main character and they don't get changed. So I find it very interesting that changes for you. Cool. That's a very unique thing. Let's see what else. I'm just drawing this pattern right now, guys. Hold on. I drew this pattern and I don't even know what it is. I just drew some random stuff. Nice. And then hold on, I will read more. Just give me a second so I can draw this out. Sorry, I just gotta get this done before I read more because I'm gonna get more distracted, guys. Pattern done. Okay. I can read now. What else? Dimension Traveler says, I start with characters, and then you make animation memes, and that changes your story. Interesting. I have thoughts on that, and they are, don't do that. That's my thought. My thought is, don't do it that way. You are trapping yourself in a bubble by doing animation memes in air quotes for a reason, because you're not letting yourself push past what the lyrics of the song or whatever the tropey movement that everyone is doing is. So you're stuck in a bubble. You're stuck in one specific thing it has to kind of be. So I'm gonna say stop doing that. Come up with your characters first, and then you can use them for animation memes later based off of the characters you've created outside of that, and then you put them in the memes. That's what I've done in the past. But don't base your whole idea around that to start with. I'm going to say stop doing that. I'm not saying stop making animation memes. I'm saying stop building a story based off of animation memes. Don't do that. You're trapping yourself in a loop. Monica Ooh says they start with characters and then they use canon things to build your stories. Interesting. I mean, yeah, they're usable characters, for sure. What else? Gabby Draw says I start with how I would design them. Wait, I start with how they. I'm sorry, the grammar. Oh, I'm so sorry. Assume that is. I start with how. Okay, I think you're trying to say I start with their personality, and then the design, and then I go back to the personality and create a backstory. Yeah, that's character creation. Good job. You're doing it right. Nice. Sick. Thank you for letting me all know. I got a little distracted there. I like to hear how you make characters. Oh, not characters. How you go about story building. I'm glad I'm not the only one who just like makes a character and then somehow a story is formed after I make a character. Usually it starts, with one character, and then I start to fill out important characters. So like it started with Zahir and Namira as the main characters, and I was like, okay, I need to fill in spots. So I need a character who runs the bar that their home base is at. So who is the matron who's the bartender who runs the bar, who gives them tasks to do, who's like, they all right. And then I came up with Sonia, and I was like, okay, she's good. And then I was like, okay, now I need like a dude who can sell them items, like a black market salesman. I need a character for that role. Then I came up with Osric, and after I came up with Osric, he became way more important than he was originally supposed to be. He he started off just being like, literally, he was just like a funny salesman who sold him black market stuff, but I decided to make him a fancy race that like only that is the whole thing. So he made a backstory, and then I started building their character plot more, and him and Zahir went from being just friends, like frenemies, to being like Osric kind of liking him, and then full out literally getting married in the future. So it went from like they are work companions to now they are married. So that just happened as I built the story. So just let things happen as you fill in spots. Osric turned out to be way more important than he's supposed to be. Look, I see notes when I first made them. I have notes of Osric that are like Zahir's friend, and now I laugh. I'm like, yeah, they're friends, all right. They have a daughter. Their true friendship. Their friendship is forever. Yeah. So yeah, that's we're talking about stories, by the way. Yeah. I like when things like that should happen. Like things, when you make your story, you make a character, you build on it, and then your story evolves, and then their relationships evolve as you create more into their characters, and then suddenly you can have friends who like kind of knew each other a little bit and talked once, and now they're like, for me, straight up the most sappy couple ever with like really tragic backstories. So it's like things happen. Just gotta let it happen, man. It didn't set out for them to be gay, but the gay just kind of happened because it made sense for them to be in love, basically. It didn't make sense any other way. That just happens. I find that funny. And the funny thing is, the plot was Namira. Namira was always gay. That's like her plot, is she ran away because she didn't want to marry a man. She was in an arranged marriage, and she didn't want to marry him, so she ran away, and Zahir took her in without... Actually, I make an animatic. I have an animatic where I show their backstory. I voice act in it. I'm not a good voice actor, but you can hear me voice act. Do a bad British accent. It's pretty great. So watch that animatic. It tells the origin of their story. How she ran away because she did not want to marry a man. So that was always her plot. And then turns out in the end, she doesn't even find a significant other. Turns out Zahir finds one, and he's supposed to be extremely arrow. He is very arrow. But, but that arrowness turned into being Demi instead. So, that's why he ended up with Osric in the end, because of their connection. Made a lot of sense. So it kind of just happened. The plot formed as I came up with their character traits and their importance to the story. I didn't force it. I just let the story write itself as it goes on, you know? Don't force, especially like gay things, don't force it. Just because you want something to be gay doesn't mean to force it. Like the one that was supposed, like Namira literally was written her plot to be gay, but she doesn't end up with a woman at the end. You know, her story started there, but it turned more into her discovering herself and pushing past the world of the elves that she grew up in, and learning how to be a commoner, and learning how to, you know, what the world outside of the elf world is like when you're not filthy rich, and you know the terrible things that the elves are doing to the humans who are the poor ones. And she's trying to break that mold. So her plot may have started with like, yes, she's gay, she doesn't want to marry a man, but her ending plot has nothing to do with her sexuality. She doesn't even meet anyone. I mean, she has crushes. She gets flustered every time they see a pretty lady. So, like, that's a character trait. But it has nothing to do with her actual plot. So, I know a lot of young people like to just have gay characters to have gay characters. But, you know, come up with more than just they are gay to be gay. You know? Like I said, Zahir and Osric were never supposed to be gay together. They weren't. And then it just kind of happened as I wrote the plot. So, there you go. That's my advice. So the loner dude who didn't want anything to do with anyone ended up happily married with a child, and the one who escaped a forced marriage, who wanted to find love with a girl, ended up alone but a stronger person because of it. So that's what happened. Anyway, I like to talk. Sorry, I like my OCs a lot, okay? I'm sorry, I kind of went on a spiel about them for a while, but I'm very proud of these characters, okay? I made them, I think I'm very proud because I made them when I was an adult. I wasn't in high school or middle school, I was in college. My knowledge of the world was greater, my skill levels were greater, and I'm very happy with them as to where they are now. And I can gush about them for a couple seconds to you guys about their arcs. Sorry, I'm reading the chat, guys. I want to see what's going on. There's so much happening on this chat, and I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to a lot of people were commenting as I spoke, but I can't match when your comment was to what I said, so I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to understand what's going on in the chat. Just give me a second. What's happening? So sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, some of you are telling me things that have happened with your OCs as they progress. I like this. Things change as the story progresses, man. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to remember what I said and where your comments are coming from. I talked about my OCs for a little too long. I love them. I'm sorry. Especially Zahir and Osric. God, those boys, I swear. Absolute garbage. Osric is such absolute trash. But he would do anything for Zahir, okay? The one thing he cares about is Zahir and money. Those are the things he cares about. His priorities are in the right places. He sells illegal wares, okay? Money is important to him. All right, what are some people saying? Uh, Dimension Traveler says that they had a group of OCs that went from, yeah, they're friends living together, to a couple have a murderer that will be in their basement. What? The progression is great. I love it. I love the progression. Chinchilla says self love is more important than romantic love. Hell yeah. It's hard to have romantic love if you don't have self love. You gotta love yourself before you can love another. That's my words of wisdom. I don't know why I have these words of wisdom. Take care of yourself first. Alfie Lulu says they like doing the details like sexualities, where they work, who they live. I agree. I like those details too. However, I will say let them be flexible. Like, for me, like I said, Zahir, when I made him, he was so against the world. He like hated everybody. He still hates everyone. So that I thought, oh, he probably will never date anyone. He's probably like he has a very traumatic. Okay. I can't really say what happened to him on stream because I don't want to get this video taken down. But my character Zahir, his backstory has him when he was young being. He's basically a slave for not appropriate things when he was a child to when he was a preteen. He gets saved, luckily, but he has a very terrible history with relationship related things. So because of that, I thought he probably would never be okay being in a relationship like that. But then as the story built and the relationship between Zahir and Osric formed, and I created their daughter who they adopted, like it started where they adopted this kid, like they co-parented it, even though like they found a kid, like they found a baby that was abandoned, and they're like, we should take care of it because it was the same race as Osric, and Osric's a very rare race, so they're like, okay, this is a rare race of things, we should take care of it. So they co-parented as friends, and then that turned into, oh, they don't just co-parent as friends anymore. Now they have like, now they knew each other when they were younger too, and like they grew up together after Zahir got saved, and like went through a bunch of trauma together, and so it went from just being co-friend parents to they are now married and have a daughter. So that's what I'm gonna say is I like those details, but be ready to change them as they go. Don't get stuck. Don't let things get stuck in one way. Let the story tell it to you as you create it. And then one day you'll have it all down, and then you'll never have to change it again because your story is finished. And when your story's finished, that's it. You've done it. you've created something. Anyway. And then once you've finished that, then you can start like creating it. I don't know. There will be a day when you stop changing stuff, but like until then, let things change as you write. As you write more, let it happen. Anyway, yeah. What else, guys? What other questions we got? 5:30. Oh, it's been like an hour and a half. Keep it coming. Give me something else to talk about. How about you guys? I don't know. Anybody else have some like crazy changing? Like you made something and then suddenly it changed completely after you wrote it? Or after you wrote more about it? Things just kind of happened. Okay. What did I miss? Uh-oh. Okie dokie. Okay. I will start to read the chat now. Now that you've had a chance to send in your chat things. Let's see. Stabilizer is being silly today. Just stabilize my lines, please. Thank you. Okay. Perfecto. All right. I got a revolver. Asked what my favorite food is. It's ramen. I love ramen. What else? Chinchilla in Chinchi illustrations. I keep calling you Chinchilla because your icon isn't Chinchilla. So I'm sorry. Let's see. One of your main characters also co-parent, and you were gonna keep them as friends, and then they just. Oh my gosh, yours got dark. They ended up killing their daughter. Oh no. So, very opposite of mine. Instead of falling in love, they murdered. Okay. I'll get to that question in a second, Mirsh. Let me read the other statements. Burn Veggie says, I started making a series with white-haired people, and all of a sudden I'm spending an hour researching Indian culture and Hinduism. Oh, well, you know what? Let it happen. You know? That's where the story took you. Let's see. Alfie Uwu. One of your Danganronpas had a very dramatic talent change. Cool. You went from intelligence to an instrument. Sick. Let it happen, man. And then you also made her the mastermind. Well, you know what? That happens. Gabby Draw said they had an OC that was a self-insert when they were little, but they helped you make stories. I mean, go for it. I never had really a self-insert, but I had like I guess you could say like an avatar. It was like a character that was supposed to be me, but it wasn't me at all. I guess you can say, I don't know, an avatar maybe. Now I just draw myself because I don't care about that. But she was just like, she kind of looked like me, but her personality was different. That was it. And I used to draw these comics with of my friends, which I would like to make a video on those, but I need one of my friends who I wrote them about. I want to be in the video with me, so I have to contact her. She's very busy, so I don't want to bother her. But ooh. Did I miss something? I missed one. Hold on. Anyway, there was a question. Mears wanted to know what my favorite relationship dynamic is. Not just romantic, but like in general. My favorite like characters I like maybe just because a personal thing, because I'm like this with my own friends, is I like when characters are friends, but they like still rip on each other. Like they make fun of each other, but it's for fun. You know, like they know nobody's serious about it. And maybe just because I can relate to that, because that's how I usually am with my friends, is we make fun of each other, but we know it's all in good fun. It's just we know each other so well that we know how to make fun of each other and make it effective. Um, so I like characters like that where like their best friends are not like the relationships, at least when you're besties, but you still like poke fun at each other. And if that turns romantic, I don't know. Sure, go for it. And that relates to frenemies. Like frenemies fits that that trope. I like frenemies for sure. Um, but then also like frenemies who can also be like serious with each other. Because I think I said this last week, but I am a big fan of angst. Let me feel things, man. Let me be sad. So if those frenemies can then make me sad because they get serious for a second, it hits hard. Then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm here for that. For sure. And now I think about it, my OCs are like that. Uh, they are definitely started as they poke fun of each other a lot. That's how you know they care. Oh man. Oh boy, guys, we're so close. This is the last character and then I have to do Monokuma. We're ready. We're ready to shade it. Oh yeah, shading. Is that right color? I feel like his eyes are just a little lighter. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's it for the characters. So I have to get a picture of Monokuma. Mono Bear. I'm such like a 2014 Danganronpa fan. I have to get a Monokuma picture so I can get his colors. And yeah, so flats are done for characters. Let's do that. Let's go. Cool. Got a lot of notifications during this stream. What is going on, guys? Okay. Monokuma, let's get you a picture. Oh, people joining the server. I'll have to check that out in a second. Welcome to whoever joined. I haven't checked. Still loading the internet, trying to get a picture of Monokuma. Why is my internet being slow? I don't know. Streaming probably isn't helping. Oh boy. Any second now. Anyway, what's up, guys? While the Google search tries to load, what's up? Somebody joined. Multiple people have joined the Discord. Hi, guys. Sick. I'll have to give you your I'll give you your status here soon. I can only do it on my desktop because for some reason the bot just doesn't work. Which sucks. I wish the bot automatically gave you tags, but for some reason it just won't do it, and I can't figure out why. So I will give you guys your tags on my computer because you cannot seem to do it mobile, which sucks. Yeah, you guys are welcome to join the server. It's a fun time. We're growing slowly. Yeah. The rate we're going, I may need another mod soon also. So. But it would have to be someone who is an adult. By the way, guys. No teenagers or children allowed for mods. I don't know what's going on with this Google. It's not searching. It's been Google searching for like 5 minutes. I just want a picture of Monokuma. It won't load. Yes, Leon, I'm talking about roles. I have a bot that if you click a role, I have the bot that will give you a role if you click it. That works fine, but I wanted to set it up that every new person who joins gets the role of Art Fiend, because that's what I call you guys, is Art Fiends. So I wanted it to be automatic so I didn't have to do it by hand, but for some reason it doesn't work every time I try. It just doesn't auto do it. I've tried both Carlbot and Me6, and I don't know why it's not doing it. So I just hand give you the Art Fiend tag, which is fine, whatever. But you can self-pick some tags. There's tags that you can assign yourself without me being involved, that you're welcome to do if you're in the server. That way people can add those tags, and also so you can learn what to call some people, because there's like there's a pronouns tag. Copy image. Here we go. The Google finally opened. Hey, there he is. That's Stinky Bear. Okay. I can now color Monokuma, and then that's going to be the flats. We have done it. Okay, guys, yeah. Yes, Monica, I took a second while my internet was loading to give you tags. So I gave you the tag of Art Fiend. That's the like everybody tag. Art Fiend is what everybody is, because that's what you guys are. That's what I call you guys that in my videos. So why not make it your tag? Yes. There are the other like roles that are like Art Fiend is moderators. Me, I have a special tag, and then all of my friends from the real world, like my real life friends, have a special tag. So you know when I'm talking to them that I know them. Besides that, everyone else is blue, which is Art Fiend. So if you're blue, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So I'm just gonna finish this drawing. I think I'll start shading today. We probably have time. I'm gonna finish Monokuma really quickly. He's so simple, so he won't take long to color in. So I'm thinking we start shading. How do you guys feel? You ready to do that? I'm probably gonna go a little dramatic because it's Danganronpa. So why not go a little dramatic with my darkness? Shading's going to take a while, so we'll definitely have another stream after this one, still working on this project, for sure. So stick around. The latest I'm going to go, no idea. We'll see. Until I eat dinner. Usually I go until I eat dinner. So. Burn veggies so long. Hope to see you next week. Join us again. Okay, that was easy. Monokuma is so freaking easy to color. He's 2 colors. Okay, sick. Mono. Awesome. Wonderful. All right. Shading. All right, let's look at it, guys, right now. Rough. Here it is with the logo and everything. This is the full picture. Can I full screen it? I hope you can see this. I don't know if full screening will cut you off, but here we go. This is the current poster. No shading, all flat. All right. You guys ready to shade? Let's do it. Shading. All right. I'm gonna start at the top. Let's pick my color. Okay. I'm trying to think the mood. Red is most likely, well, pink, because the blood in this game is pink. Okay, so reddish pink is gonna be my color for the shading. Let's go. I feel like that's gonna fit real well with this game. Is that dark enough? Let's go darker. Yeah, that's it. Okay, dokie. Save those swatches just in case. All right, shading. We'll start from the top, shall we? Ready, guys? Here we go. New layer. Lock that baby in. Starting out simple so I can see it. And then I will intensify it later. All right. I guess at this point I can say again, if you guys want to talk about whatever, say it in chat. Let's go. Give me something to talk about. I need some more smoothing. I think I'm going to go, yeah. Going dramatic. Let's go straight. Let's go for it. Trying to think where I want my light source to be. I really want dramatic lighting, so I was thinking to do. I always default to front. I may default there again. Hey guys, got nothing to talk about. Who's got a topic? Everyone's gone quiet all of a sudden. What's going on, guys? Nobody's. Ain't nobody want to speak up now? What happened? Stream ain't over yet. Mm. Y'all just enjoying the vocal? Amber. Amber, you're still here. Everyone kind of zoned out. All right. We all had a moment together. A universal zone out moment. I feel sneeze coming on, guys. I'm low on water. Okay. The sneeze is passing. Okay, we're good. I did not sneeze for now. I'm gonna jinx myself. Yeah, now you guys are talking. When I call you out for being quiet, suddenly you're like, when I say nothing, you talk. But when I want something, you say nothing, guys. Trying to interact with y'all. I'm just trying to think about where I want the shadows to be in this thing. I know I want to like go a little dramatic, but how much shading is too much shading? That is the question always. It's hard to do this without pen pressure. This stinky tablet. Okay, Mir says my favorite trial from a Danganronpa game. I think the second game trials in general I remember better. So something from that game. My memory of this first game trials is not the best because it's been so long so many years since I saw that game, played that game, whatever. I know the Game Grumps are playing it right now, so I'm kind of remembering things as they play it. So maybe it'll come back. I think Sakura's trial I liked a lot, at least from that game. But it's not my favorite. But favorite maybe Mikon's trial. I like that one a lot. I like the whole trial in general. Was pretty good. That whole chapter, I think that's one of my favorite chapters in a Danganronpa game. Is that chapter. So third game, I remember nothing. I literally remember absolutely nothing. Like I don't even remember who killed who. I remember nothing from the third game, and that's the most recent game, so I've got nothing on that one. The only thing I remember is the final trial. Not even like just like what happened. I think that's like it. Nothing else. I remember nothing else. I cared about none of them. I did not care for the third game's characters at all. So yeah, I have no memory of those trials. What else? Monica wants to know, how did I get into art originally? Like, get really into art? Well, anime. The answer is anime. I discovered what anime was, and I wanted to draw that. So I started to do that. So then I started to make comics. My own original stuff. Which is what my redesigning old OC videos is. It's those characters from those comics. Yeah. That's it. Answers done. Thanks, guys. Let me talk about it as I sit here in silence as I draw. color. It's really hard to do this without pen pressure. Most of the stuff I've been doing, I haven't been shading, so I haven't needed pen pressure, but now that I'm shading, oh my gosh, I wish I had pen pressure. So badly. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to get a new tablet for the holidays. We'll see what happens. I can't spend my money willy-nilly. Gotta wait for the times when it happens, so hopefully I'll have a new tablet in December. So I can have pen pressure again. I miss pen pressure so much. Alright, I'll probably finish coloring just this character, shading I mean, and we'll probably call it there because it's getting late. And I need a break. I finished that animation today, so I've kind of just been going nonstop. So I need to take a break before I edit that. So once this is shaded, I'll probably stop there. Gosh, I miss pen pressure. Dimension Traveler said, "Do I have a moment in my childhood where I looked at my art and said, wow, I need to get better?" No. I thought I was a master artist when I was young. Not until I was older and I looked back at my art did I say, wow, I was terrible. And then that art from that time, I thought I stopped thinking I was like amazing and didn't need to learn anything new by the time I was graduating high school, because I was taking like legit like portfolio art classes and like professional art classes, and so I realized, yeah, I need to learn more. But I thought my art was decent at that point. When I was really young and started, I thought I was like, this is amazing. I'm an amazing artist. Luckily, nobody crushed my dreams because I would have given up. But now looking back, I can tell I was not an amazing artist. And then even my art from like high school and early college days, when I realized I wasn't amazing anymore and I was like, I should learn, I didn't ever think I was like terrible, but I can look back at it now and be like, yeah, that was bad art. So it's all just perspective on where you are in that time of your life. And I don't know, I was very full of it when I was a child. I mean, I was like 12. What else does a 12-year-old think except that everything they do is amazing? You're 12. Like, that's what you're supposed to think at 12. You know no better. So, you know. So, no, I never really thought my art was terrible. My art now, I know what I should work on, and I work on what I need to work on, and it slowly changes as I do so. But I know it's going to be gradual, but I've gotten to a point where I'm happy where my art is. And I just let the changes happen as they happen. So, I mean, I had periods where my art style fluctuated like crazy because I was never happy with my art. Which hopefully those sketchbook videos are going to show you that when you watch those, how my art kept changing. Just the more I learned, things changed as I went. So yeah. What else? Oh, Marish wants to know, do I have a fave OC from this cast? I did answer this earlier, but you may not have been here. But design-wise, I said I really like the Florist or the Pirate Girl. Personality-wise, I mean, I'm a fan of the Protag because he kind of fits a lot of my fave tropes. But I also like personality-wise. Who else? The cheerleader girl. She reminds me of Hiyoko, and I find Hiyoko so funny. Just everything about her. Yeah. Handsome Hanako says, "How did I learn how to draw hands? I drew hands. That's how I learned. I looked at a hand and I drew it. That's it." uh, that's my advice. You think you can't draw something? Study it. Draw like 5 million of it. Don't use references and do like 5 million. Hands, you have your own hand. Draw your own hand. There you go. Just draw hands. Brenda says, "How do you stop same face syndrome?" Shape language. That's what I'm gonna say. I know anime styles are very prominent with same face, just because with anime, the only difference usually is just the eye shape, and that's about it. And so I will suggest practicing shapes and putting new shapes into, like, if you are a square person, try a triangle, try a circle. I'm a circle person, right? By nature, I use circles. That's just what I do. So I try and throw small hints of things like triangles on characters that are, more aggressive or sharper, that are like more angular triangles, right? Characters that I want to be more like strong, like physically strong, or like immovable objects. Throw some squares on it. So yeah, my suggestion is try varying your shapes when it comes to your characters, and that'll help you get out of that same face syndrome for sure. You can still have like your basic, like my basic shape's always a circle. I always use circles, but I throw some other shapes on it as well to kind of go a little farther than just circle every time. Yeah, that's my suggestion. Amber's giving some hand suggestions. Amber is a good artist. I trust what she says. Yes, block out the shapes first for the hand and the palm. I agree. Yes. There's some good like online tutorials on how to break down a hand into shapes, if that helps you. I suggest looking at them. Yeah. Okay. Jeez Louise. Shade, shade, shade. Fearful Milk says, "What's my favorite thing to draw?" I like drawing big, okay, few things. Fluffy hair, check, I'm in. Scarves and or hoodies, I'm into that, right? Those are my faves. Give me those things, I'm down. Frills, I love frills. Fun. Amber says, "Don't lie. I only draw garbage." That's not true, Amber. Your Q drawing. I wanted to comment just the fact that you drew Q. I was down. I'm so glad Zero Escape has yet to die with just us and only us keeping Zero Escape alive in this our year 2020. I really wish Zero Escape was as popular as Danganronpa is, man. They're like, why did Danganronpa get all the love? Why does nobody like Zero Escape? What's going on, man? They're so connected. Like, ugh, upsets me. I want more Zero Escape love, guys. Y'all should play Zero Escape. Just saying. Okay. Look, Amber, I still play Pokemon on the 3DS. Okay, 3DS games are my lifeblood. I won't stop. Okay, I'll replay them forever. Um, yes, Tommy, I noticed your comments, but I have nothing to say about it. I'm gonna tell you all now. If you spam or if you say something that I can't comment on, I'm not gonna respond. I'm sorry. I want to keep the stream about art stuff. You know, like I notice all the spam, guys. I notice it. Okay, I'm not blind. If I don't comment on it the first time, there's probably a reason. Okay. Can only talk about so many things. Um, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. This is where it's gonna get interesting. Yeah, Tommy, look, I'm sorry. I got nothing to say about your comment. I'm sorry. I don't remember what you said 2 weeks ago. Maybe I congratulated you for making a book. I thought it was a cool idea, but okay. I can't look. If I got nothing to add to the comments, I can't say anything else. That's it. That's the end of the discussion. I'm sorry, man. I mean, like, cool. I'm very happy you're making something cool, but like, what else can I say? I got nothing to add. I want to keep the convos on things I can add to. All right. What else? Okay, people are food. Okay, art questions. Food I like to draw. Ramen. I mean, I just like ramen. I've drawn some cool ramen in my lifetime. Amber's gonna hate me. Draw some eggs, man. Eggs. Yee. I mean, can't go wrong there. For sure. Um, food's just cakes. Oh my god, desserts. All desserts. Oh, so fun to draw desserts. Yes, I'm here for that. Anyway, next commission tips from Dimension Traveler wants to ask any tips. Oh, that was an email. Sorry, guys. Tips for starting commissions. Just open them. That's my tip. If you have time, just open them. I don't get commissioned um, at all. Like I got commissioned when I was doing like cons the most. As of currently, I really don't get commissions. Maybe every now and then. And I wish that would change. My commissions are open always. Um, I have like one guy who I work more as a client, less so than like I do illustration work for him as a client. Like it's more professional than just commission work. So I don't count him as a commissioner. And some people from the cons that I commissioned me have come back and commissioned again. I wish more people would commission me. But you can't force it. You just got to open your commissions and then hopefully and just keep making stuff. And then one day someone's going to be like, I like your art. Can you draw this for me? So my tips is make a post saying they're open. That's it. You can't get commissioned if your commissions aren't open. That's it. Okay. I'm almost gone. I think this one's getting close to being done shaded. Is there any other questions? Because I think when I finish this, I'm gonna call it for this video. So get your last, whatever else you want to talk about, last second. Did not mean to do that. Uh-oh, loading bar. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I know what I did. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so I think we're getting close to it being good to go for today. I'm not going to shade the rest until next time because it's going to take me a long time to shade, for sure. So this will probably it for now. The first, at least you get a glimpse as to what shading style, or at least my lighting I'm going for on this. I want to go dramatic. So this will give you a good starting point. Let's see. I do wish I had pen pressure. A pen pressureless life is very sad. Okie dokie. Oh, Chi-Chi illustration so long. Good timing because we're gonna end soon anyway. So you picked a good time to go to call it. Hopefully you'll be here next week. Glad you had a good time. Okay. I also want to check something before we end because I think I missed a color on him. So I just want to check if I am right or not. So many gaps. Okay. All right. Let's just add the bumps for the texture of the garment. Okay, I believe he's about to be done. There's not much. Oh, I have to do highlights. I just need to check if I goofed on something. Yes, he does have stripes. That's right. Okay. Give me a second. Gotta add his strips. Apparently I forgot those. I have goofed. My last goof. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. I think I'm just gonna highlight him and we're gonna call it there. What did I do? 70 for the shadows? Jesus. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think, I'm gonna call this character here. Obviously I got way more to shade. It's gonna take a long time to do so, but at least you guys can see the starting point of the shading. Okay, well, I think we're gonna call it here. This has been a good time. Another successful stream, guys. We finished all those base colors, which is what I really wanted to do this stream. Yeah, next week I'll be shading again. We'll keep going on this. I'm gonna work on this until it's done. Tomorrow's video is gonna be a speed paint, so look for that. It's a buffer week. I got some big videos after that coming, so I need this week for a little between time. But until then, I'm gonna say so long. I hope you guys had a fun time. I hope you made something while I was doing this. Yeah. So long, everybody. See you next week. Bye.